Hey everyone, I'm Kavoka and I'm back today. I'm talking about Azure today, who's 2x best friend, or was at least. Now Azure is an upcoming killer that's coming next year. No, I don't know. Well, he is an upcoming killer with the wildest backstories that I've seen in a while. So subscribe and let's get right into it. Now, 2time and Azure weren't just friends, they were a couple. They went both deep into strange cults and worshipped the spawn symbol, a god with the idea of respawning. Now we've seen them together in several wonders, always close, always loyal. That's until things got weird between them. Now, somewhere along the way, 2time's obsession with respawning twisted into full-on craziness, and he believed that sacrificing Azure with a dagger would earn him a second life, and so he did. But here's the kicker, it didn't work. 2time died later on, and instead of coming back, he got dragged into the Forsaken Realm, where he is gonna suffer forever.
Yes, 2time. I'd love to inform you that you're banned from my family gatherings, for your obnoxious behavior and savage is well.
Now, what happened to Azure after that? Well, he got deleted from his own data by a mysterious entity called the Spectre. But wait, who's the Spectre? The Spectre is a being in charge of the Forsaken Realm. He's responsible for kidnapping the people after they die and running the Forsaken Death games. Now, we learn most about the Spectre through the currently unfinished ARG, but there's a video on MapPat's channel if you wanna know more about it. Now, this Spectre was pretending to be the spawn, and because Azure was still loyal to the spawn, he followed him, which was a bad idea. Now, the Spectre isn't a god, he's a manipulator, and he wants the twisted death games in Forsaken Realm and lures people with false promises of redemption. Now, Azure is under the Spectre's influence, and he began to change. He slowly became a darker version of himself, which is a reflection of his worst traits. And now he's a killer in Forsaken. And even deep down, he still forgives 2time. He's still being controlled by the Spectre. Like, look at his mouth. His mouth is zipped up, but his hat's mouth is open because his hat is controlling him, which his hat's the Spectre. Now, there is something very interesting about a survival in Forsaken that isn't 2time, and that's Dulcicar. Now, Dulcicar has a spawn protection ability. What does that mean? Well, it might hint that Dulcicar is connected to the spawn, or even the Spectre himself. But we can probably wait for the ARG to learn more about that, since Dulcicar is a pretty lackluster character right now. So just to recap here, 2time sacrifices best friend for a second life, Azure becomes a killer uncorrupted by the Spectre, and the Spectre thrives by killing people. So if you want more lore breakdowns of Forsaken or TDS even, please subscribe because there's still gonna be more of Forsaken TDS. I just need some more TDS content to work with and lore. Now, I'm sorry for misgendering 2time on my last video, and yeah, subscribe and bye bye!